The score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Going across the middle, and Valdes-Scantling has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 21 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jacobs. 12 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Second down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Open man, that's Renfro.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Carr to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And some room to maneuver.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mahomes going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now left side on the swing pass. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
29.
Now Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Now Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Good catch. Made it 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game is.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
It's a gain of 10. And the first down, Chiefs.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We're up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.